Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into one of the most dramatic twists in South African politics this year. It's a story filled with betrayal, corruption allegations, and a political bromance that seems to have ended in the most spectacular fashion. I'm talking about none other than Floyd Shivambu, the former deputy president of the Economic Freedom Fighters, turning his guns on his longtime comrade, Julius Malema. Now, let's be honest. For years, Malema and Shivambu were like Batman and Robin of the Red Berets. They built the EFF from the ground up, shaking parliament, marching in their red overalls, and presenting themselves as the voice of the poor and the working class. They promised to fight corruption wherever it lived. But now, according to Shivambu, the real corruption may have been sitting right under their own noses. And he's pointing that finger directly at Malema himself. In a leaked statement that has spread like wildfire online, Shivambu accuses Julius Malema and his close associates of looting municipal coffers in towns and cities where the EFF is in government. According to him, positions like mayoral committee member, or MMC, have become piggy banks for Malema's inner circle. Instead of serving the people, he says they're serving Malema's lifestyle. To use Shivambu's own words, they are looting money from municipalities the EFF is involved in. This is largely to fund Malema's lifestyle. They use their MMC positions to siphon money from municipal coffers. It's shameful. Now let's pause there. If this is true, it's explosive. Because the EFF built its reputation on being the anti-corruption party, the watchdog that would hold the ANC and the DA accountable. They marched against Nkandla, they called out Bosesa, they chased ministers around parliament with chants of pay back the money. And now, if the allegations are correct, they may be guilty of the same crimes they swore to fight against. Of course, this is politics, so nothing is ever that simple. Shivambu's allegations come at a time when he himself has fallen out of favor within the EFF. He recently pulled out of the party's central command, and rumors have been swirling that his relationship with Malema has completely broken down. Analysts are saying this is more than just political gossip. It could be a sign of deep divisions within the EFF, divisions that may soon spill out into the open. And the timing? Well, it couldn't be worse for the EFF. In Gauteng, Limpopo, and the Northwest, they've been part of coalition governments. Municipalities in those provinces are already under the spotlight for irregular expenditure and questionable procurement contracts. Add Shivambu's claims on top of that, and suddenly the Red Berets are looking less like revolutionaries and more like the same old politicians. The opposition parties are having a field day. The Democratic Alliance has already called on the Auditor-General and the Special Investigating Unit to launch urgent audits into every municipality where the EFF holds executive power. DA spokesperson Julius Malema didn't mince words. He said, if these claims are true, this is a betrayal of the people EFF leaders swore to serve. Public funds meant for service delivery cannot be allowed to fund the private luxuries of political elites. That's basically code for, "We told you so." Civil society organizations are also raising alarm bells. Communities where the EFF governs are already seeing service delivery protests. Residents complain that councillors are neglecting them, that tenders are going to friends and allies, and that promises made before the elections have been thrown out the window. Now imagine hearing that the money meant to fix potholes, provide water, and keep the lights on may instead be buying luxury clothes and cars. That's the kind of thing that pushes ordinary people over the edge. But let's not forget the irony here. Shivambu himself hasn't exactly been a saint in the eyes of the public. Many people still remember his name linked to the VBS Mutual Bank scandal, where money vanished and poor grandmothers were left with nothing. So, when he now positions himself as the whistleblower, critics are asking, is this about exposing corruption, or is it just revenge because he's no longer sitting at the top table with Malema? That's what makes this story so fascinating. It's not just about corruption. It's about loyalty, power struggles, and the politics of betrayal. Shivambu was Malema's right-hand man for over a decade. If anyone knows where the skeletons are buried, it's him. So even if only half of what he's saying is true, the EFF could be in very serious trouble. The EFF leadership, for now, is keeping quiet. Insiders say a statement may be coming soon, but the delay already speaks volumes. They are scrambling, trying to figure out how to contain the fallout. Do they go on the offensive and paint Shivambu as a bitter ex-comrade? Do they deny everything and risk further investigations? Or do they keep silent and hope the story fades away? But here's the bigger question. What happens if investigations prove Shivambu right? If evidence shows money from municipal coffers really was redirected into the pockets of Malema and his associates, then the EFF's entire moral foundation crumbles. Remember, this is the party that branded itself as the conscience of the nation. They told South Africans that they were different from the ANC and the DA. And yet, if they are caught with their hands in the cookie jar, their credibility could collapse overnight. And let's be real, South African politics thrives on scandal. Today it's Malema versus Shivambu, tomorrow it could be someone else. But what makes this moment so gripping is the sheer drama of it all. Two men who stood shoulder to shoulder, shouting "Amandla" in stadiums and on street corners, are now locked in a bitter feud. If politics is theatre, then we are definitely watching the season finale of this particular show. For ordinary South Africans, though, the theatre comes at a price. Because while politicians fight, communities remain without basic services. While comrades accuse each other of looting, residents in places like Mfuleni, Rustenburg, and Polokwane continue to face water shortages, electricity cuts, and failing infrastructure. The real losers in this battle are not Malema or Shivambu. It's the ordinary people who trusted them to bring change. So, what do you think? Is Floyd Shivambu exposing the truth, or is this just political revenge after falling out with Julius Malema? And if the allegations are true, can the EFF survive the scandal, or will it go down as just another party that promised the world and delivered corruption? That's the story for today, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Shivambu? Do you think Malema is innocent until proven guilty? Or are you simply tired of politicians using municipalities as their personal ATMs? Make sure to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth political commentary, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next update. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay informed, and stay engaged. See you next time.